guys, welcome back to my channel. Can you believe I'm outside in the garden? It's been 2 weeks and we haven't seen any sun. Today is a bright sunny day, so I thought I'd better get out here and cut these elderberries down. Now I was listening to Doug and Stacy, and Doug was saying to cut your elderberries down all the way to the ground and do it in the winter. This is a strange winter we're having because today is the first day of February. The sun is shining. It's warm out. I mean, for this time of year, it's warm out. So I'm going to get these here things cut down. Didn't understand why, but he was saying that when you cut them down to the ground, they come up kind of evenly and you get your berries at the same time, so you don't have to keep waiting and waiting. I don't know, so I'm going to give it a try and see. Now this is one of the plants that I just cut. Can you see that? Wait, let me show you here. Ooh, you see they're sprouting already. February 1st, Zone 5B. This is crazy. Hey guys, well, it's been a couple of days. I did get all of those elderberries cut down. I'm a little worried. I hope I didn't do any damage to them because they had started sprouting as I showed you. But I did it anyway to see how it goes. And I am trying to take some of those branches and I'm going to try to sprout them so I can spread them. But it was just so good to get outside. It was a lot of water out there, very damp. And it's cold again today, so I'm back in the house. But I was looking at a video, and you know, a lot of people in my circle, I tried to tell them about eating healthier and that we should not be eating a lot of the food that they have, all the ultra processed food. But I don't know, they just doesn't seem to listen, and it's just so sad because I look around and it's so many people with different illnesses, and I feel like a lot of the illnesses that we're having, we shouldn't be. So I just wanted to share this little clip of this video that I had watched, and I'm going to put the whole video, a link to it, down at the bottom, and I hope you look at it, because you know, when I look at the people my age, I think the people younger than me are getting sicker, and it stands to reason. When you know what's been going on with the food system, it really stands to reason that the younger you are, the sicker you could be, or you're getting sicker earlier than people used to get. So please check out this video and leave a comment and let me know what you think. I know nowadays a lot of people are afraid to say what's on their mind, but this is something that is going to have to stop. We're going to have to share with each other. Now, I'm not saying share on the internet. Talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends, get the information out there. It's like, we have to, with all the things get going on, one thing that for sure that we need to get our immune system built up, because a lot of the things in the food is lowering our immune system, and it's time for us to start waking up and doing something about it.
But I don't think it's that complicated that we're getting sicker because of food. Mm-hmm. And the most shocking thing, and I think the most appalling thing that's happening, is not only is the medical system not ringing the alarm bell about food, not only is, you know, the dean of Harvard Med School or the head of the NIH not standing before Congress saying, let's not give kids sugar, let's at least not recommend it like the USDA does. They're actually in bed with the food companies. Yeah. The most shocking thing I saw is the Heritage Foundation taking money from Coca-Cola to say that it's, immoral and against conservative principles to not, give poor kids Coke.
Right.
The American Diabetes Association taking money from Coke.
Yeah.
Medical groups that should be fighting against this liquid sugar that's causing prediabetes and diabetes among kids.
Yeah.
They're taking money. So it's actually the direct ties, as you pointed out, of nutrition schools taking 11 times more money from processed food companies than they take from the NIH. I was just at Stanford Med School with my sister a week ago. You walk into where students learn and there's a Coke machine.
Yeah.
And I actually when I was working for Coke, we really tried, it was a concerted effort to funnel monies and sponsor hospitals, and hospitals took that money.
Yeah.
It is like drug rehab clinics taking money from heroin makers. It's like these hospitals are full of people with metabolic conditions.
Yeah.
That's what's overflowing our hospitals. And the fact that
it's like having a heroin dispenser in a rehab center.
Exactly. The hospitals, 85% of costs, 85% roughly of deaths are tied to preventable foodborne metabolic conditions. And the strategy working for the food companies, how do we funnel money to the pharmaceutical and healthcare industries, and they take that money, and they're silent on why we're getting sick. So
This is another little part that I found very interesting, so check it out.
I just got back from Africa, and I visited the Maasai, and I was shocked to see, this village where they don't have any water, they don't have electricity, that was just a giant truck full of Coca-Cola and Fanta, which is a Coke product, pulled up. Within minutes, all these tribal people in really traditional tribal dress, who were living on the milk, meat, and blood of their cows for their diet, were just sucking back these Cokes, and literally the whole thing emptied out, and the bottles were stacked up, and within minutes. And I was just shocked, and I said to the chief, I said, does this truck come often? He's like, yeah, it comes every day like this. I said, you understand that the sugar is not good for you and that it may cause diabetes? He says, really? I said, yeah. He says, well, that's amazing, because most of our population is now dying of diabetes.
Well, I'm at the end of the video. I have been trying to learn how to do the avatars. So, because when I read stuff, I just don't like the way I sound. So I've been kind of playing with the avatars a little. And I have this avatar that would like to share something with you.
Is ultra-processed food unhealthy? And what impact does it have on children? Absolutely. Eating a lot of highly processed food is typically regarded as harmful, and doing so has been linked to a number of detrimental health effects. Ultra-processed foods are those that go through a lot of industrial processing and are frequently made with ingredients that aren't typically utilized in home cooking, such as flavorings, colorings, sweeteners, preservatives, and additives. The effects of highly processed food on youngsters can be especially worrying because of their vulnerable developmental stage. The following are some possible outcomes. 1. Deficit in certain nutrients. Ultra-processed foods are generally poor in vital nutrients and excessive in calories. It's possible that kids who eat these foods frequently aren't getting enough vitamins, minerals, and other elements that are essential for healthy growth and development. 2. Improper eating habits. Frequent ingestion of highly processed meals may be a factor in the formation of children's improper eating habits. These meals frequently provide a lot of energy but few nutrients, which causes overconsumption of calories without supplying the body with the nutrients it needs. 3. Elevated danger of obesity. Ultra-processed foods' high calorie content and poor nutritional value can cause weight gain and raise a child's risk of obesity. Obesity in children is linked to a number of health concerns, such as diabetes, heart difficulties, and psychological impacts. 4. Effect on emotional well-being. A diet high in highly processed foods may be associated with a higher risk of mental health problems in youngsters, according to certain research. This could be as a result of foods' possible effects on neurotransmitter function and general brain health. 5. Dental well-being. Ultra-processed foods frequently have high added sugar content, which can aggravate dental conditions in kids such as cavities and gum disease. 6. Behavioral problems. Certain food additives present in ultra-processed foods may be linked to behavioral problems in children, according to some research. Still, further investigation is required to prove a certain connection. Promoting a varied and balanced diet consisting of whole, minimally processed foods is crucial for parents and caregivers to guarantee that children obtain the nutrients they require for healthy growth and development. Reducing the consumption of highly processed foods and promoting nutritious eating practices can help children's long-term health.
Well, I hope you got something out of this video, because for a long time I thought that if the food was out there, it was being checked and it was being inspected and it was safe to eat. But the more research I do, I am finding out it is a lot worse than I thought it was. I mean, years ago I knew it was bad, and I did change the way I ate a lot, but I'm finding out things here that it's a lot worse than it used to be. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share my video, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. This is Lady P. Peace and love. Until next time, I'm out.